The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is May 10th, 2022, 5:31.
And on May 8th, something really cool happened.
Okay, tell us about May 8th.
Well, it was Mother's Day, and I saw a post about a lady who ordered some delivery for dinner. And she went out to get it from the guy, and the guy said, "Are you a mother?" And she said, "Yeah." And he said, "1 second." And he went into the back of his car, and he had like a bucket full of roses and pulled out a rose and gave it to her. And that was his shtick all Mother's Day long. He was just making people's day by giving them single roses for each mom that came out to get their delivery from him.
What a guy. His own initiative?
His own initiative. It wasn't part of the company or anything. It was just this guy being like, you know what? I'm going to make it a little extra special today.
Oh my goodness. A modern day Romeo.
Right?
If you say so.
I mean, it's obviously probably the moms might be in relationships, but who knows?
What if we got any numbers after that?
Maybe.
Smooth.
Smooth move. I love it.
All right,
Poor McMurray, making it a better place.
Good stuff all around.
I'm working on learning a new skill.
That's always fun. What are you taking on over there?
Driving standard.
Oh, even more fun. Oh my goodness, this is exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if my husband thinks it's fun, but it's his idea to teach me, so maybe,
Okay,
right?
Yeah.
It's weird though, because, you know, I learned how to drive when I was 16. I've been driving a snowmobile since I was like 10.
Yeah.
I feel like I know how to do it.
Yeah.
Until you put yourself in a vehicle that's a manual transmission and you're like, I've forgotten all the things I need to know about driving. Like, I keep forgetting that the brake is still important.
Did you, oh my goodness, sorry, that just registered with me. The brake is very important still when you're driving standard.
I know, I keep trying to press the clutch in with my other foot instead of using the brake. And it's like, oh wait, no, there's just 3 pedals now. It's the clutch doesn't work as a brake.
So you're tap dancing down there right now, just feet everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
Jeepers. So before you just started learning, have you ever tried back in the day standard?
Tried about a year ago as well. Same thing. My husband had this great idea on a Saturday afternoon to teach me. We went out twice and we were kind of like driving around some back roads. I wasn't great at it, but I feel like yesterday I turned a corner.
There we go.
I like got the car.
Literally turned a corner, or like the phrase turned a corner?
The phrase turned a corner. Like, I got the car going a few more times. There is quite a mess now in the car because it was kind of like, oh yeah, let's have a nice like afternoon date. We'll stop and buy some coffees. And then, you know, when you start going in standard, when you don't know what you're doing, the car is like, whoop, you know, it's trying to throw you through the windshield, and that's where it tried to throw the coffees as well. So they're just like all over. They're on the parking brake.
I was gonna ask if you were more of like letting the clutch go too soon, and you're just like, ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Or if you're more of just pounding the gas and just like taking off real fast.
Yeah, I mean, it started with letting the clutch go too soon. It turned into taking off too fast. And one of these days, we're going to get to the happy medium where we look like we're pros at driving standard.
I believe.
Thank you.
I love how all the social medias just start copying each other, because Twitter is now getting the close friends option, Steph.
Oh, yes. And Instagram has this, and it's like there's a little green star up in the corner when you're watching people's stories if you're on their close friend list.
Yes, and I'm very excited for this because I'm a Twitter person and just subtweeting people, and like I never do it, but now that I have close friends, I might just like grab like a select few, like 5 or 6 people, and just so I can like angrily tweet my thoughts out there.
I really do feel like this will help a lot of celebrities and people who just like angry tweet and don't think before they're tweeting. That gets them in a ton of trouble, gets them in trouble 10 years later, that kind of thing. It's like, here, you can only share it with your trusted circle, and you can be a little bit smarter about your innermost bad thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. And see, you could easily like group text or something, but maybe you don't want to include some people, so you just like blindly throw it out there on Twitter, and then you don't have the risk of like the paparazzi like screenshotting and be like, whoa.
I do love the close friends part on Instagram. I have this one person who's included me in their close friends, and I get to see what they have for dinner every night. And I know every time that there's like a food post, it's only me and whoever else they have included to share what they're eating every day. But I feel special.
It does brighten my day when I see a green circle. I'm like, oh, thank you for thinking of me.
Thank you for thinking I wanted to see this.
Wild discovery yesterday. I found out you buy a new toothbrush every time you finish being sick.
And that was a wild discovery for me that you don't do that.
So this was new to you. You thought everyone did this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you have a cold, it's a sickness of the face. You don't want to keep brushing your teeth with a dirty toothbrush.
But you just don't think like running it under the water is getting rid of all the germs on it?
No, I don't. I have a hard enough time believing that running it under the water is getting rid of the regular germs every day. But a face full of cold kind of germ deserves a new toothbrush.
Really? Okay, so I was on the complete opposite end of this. And so I put it out to the public. So 780-791-1037, you can have your say as well. Do you buy a new toothbrush every single time that you're sick? I put it out on Instagram as well, Steph, and it's been curating votes, and 64% of people say, no, I don't buy a new toothbrush after I'm done being sick.
I'm amazed because I really thought that you were going to be in the vast minority of folk.
Well, it doesn't surprise me because I feel like a lot of things you're just like, what? That's a thing in this world? And it's just like, yeah, this is what people do. We don't have the money. We don't have the time in this economy to just be buying new toothbrushes every single time we have a cold.
You know what? Like, it's $4. I think it's so worth it. Like, the germs that you're just continuously putting back into your mouth. And honestly, think about too, when you get like a stomach bug or something. Obviously, you finish throwing up, you brush your teeth. Do you really want to put that toothbrush back in your mouth after it just cleaned the barf out of it? Absolutely. I have like toothbrushes in a bag under my sink waiting to be taken out after I've been sick. I'm like, no way am I using that toothbrush again.
Incredible. Okay, well, 780-791-1037. We're clearly on opposite sides. Someone needs to divide us a bit here. Leaving my girlfriend's place down in Edmonton on the weekend, she did a thing that is very much similar to what my parents do whenever I leave their place.
What'd she say? Drive safe and call me when you get there?
Yeah, that's common. I don't mind that. That's very thoughtful. That's very giving and everything. But one thing that my parents always do is whenever I leave their place, they're in Regina, so again, long distance, is they always try and send me home with a little bit. They always try and declutter just a little bit. Try and pack my car just a little bit more.
They're like, this car is leaving and it'll take its stuff with it. Hey, what else can we put in there?
100%. And my girlfriend did this the other day, and she was just like, she gifted me this very cool Curling Rock mug. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. But then she's just like, oh, do you want the cardboard box and all the random like cardboard surroundings that it came with? And I was just like, no, like, why don't we just recycle that here? Why don't we just throw that away here?
She wanted you to bring it to Fort McMurray to recycle.
Yeah, and she's just trying to get garbage out of her house and put it in my car so then I throw it away up here. I was like, no, we'll just leave that here. And then we can discard it here.
What else do your parents try to send you home with?
Oh, it's like the classic whenever you go to your parents' and it's just like, oh, do you want to take home this owl you crocheted back in grade 7? It's like, not really, Mom. Made that for you for Mother's Day. Like 20 years ago.
It's like the Christmas tree ornaments, too. I remember my mom trying to pack up the Christmas tree ornaments that I made when I was little, and I was like, I feel like these mean more to you than they do to me, but apparently they mean nothing.
I saw the most hilarious insult over on social media just the other day, Steph.
What did it say?
So I won't go into context over what it was about. It was just the insult itself. It was someone getting mad at another person, which is describing what an insult
social media,
is.
Yep, okay.
And then he retaliated with, I bet you grow a nice garden.
What?
And
is
it's
that
like,
an insult?
Yeah, I was like, are you complimenting me now? Did we switch the conversation? Are we being nice to each other? Or are you being mean to me now?
Yeah, like, is that really an insult to be like, you could provide food for your family? I bet you know that being outside is good for your health.
Boy, those herbs and spices you grow, what a loser that makes you.
Yeah, carrots are gross.
And yeah, like they were going back and forth being mean to each other. Like I was following the thread that they were like yelling at each other. And all of a sudden the next comment was, nice garden, loser. And it's just like, I bet you enjoy going outside and getting a deep breath of fresh air as well.
Yeah, what a loser. Okay, so did the person who had been insulted by having a nice garden, did he say anything back, or was he just like, that's enough, joke's on you, buddy?
I stopped following after that because I absolutely lost it. I just, like, that's when I knew the conversation was pretty much over, when he's like, nice garden.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.